Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. You got the Dow up 89, NASDAQ up 20, S&Ps are up 12, gold contract down $3, trading at $1,296 an ounce. Silver off 22 cents at $19.41 an ounce. Platinum off 4 at $1,439 an ounce. Light sweet crude, check this out, down $1.75 at $94.66. That gasoline, in fact, let me just see that gasoline, folks, is going down so quick. It's absolutely amazing. Today it's up. Today it's, well, the crude's down, but the gas is up. So you get crude down 1.8%. And gasoline is up 1.5. Right now we're $2.69 wholesale in the gasoline market. Bonds, you get the 10-year bond down 4 ticks, trading out at 126.07. 30-year is down 10 ticks at 139.28. King dollar up 306 ticks at 81.93. King dollar's breaking out topside in a huge way, folks. And the thing that's so impressive looking at the gold market is that with King dollar wanting 85, right now at 81.93, the gold market is holding up really well. Euro breaking down, that's down 45 ticks at 133.19, and the yen is up 34, trading out at 102.91. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're at 1982. The high is 1991. You're up $10. We are doing this, in fact, maybe one of the shortest, lightest volume days out here. Right now, you're at 330 million, which will probably... Yeah, it won't be the lightest. We'll clock in around 500 million. If you take a look at the SPY, what you have with the SPY is that the SPY right now we're at 43 million. Yesterday you did 75 million. You're going into 104 million. So bottom line is that the SPY, the high there is 199.06. And we're close enough to hit it. I didn't expect we were going to hit it, but let's see. The bottom of that is 19. Well, this is going to get interesting. So watch this. This will be interesting today. Okay. So the bottom of the high. So picture this. The last time that we were at this high was the 24th of July, rather. That we did, and it was anemic up there at that particular point. We did 56 million shares. So it's really hard, folks, okay, to do less than that. But the bottom line is it looks like we are going to do less than that. So that's the first part. Now, the second part is a little more intriguing, and this is what it is. What equities love to do, currencies like to do, commodities like to do is this, is that when you're coming up to highs or down to lows, they like to hit, in this particular case, the low of the high. Okay? So that low of the high is 198.45. You know, so we'll see how that shakes out coming into the close out here. We're over that right now. And what has happened intraday, and I've seen this a dozen times, okay? And what you have is this. I'm going to put the futures up here so you can see how this works. When you're coming into longer-term highs, which I suspect we have right here, you continue to basically spike higher with lighter volume, and they're spikes. They go, boom. They spike up. The first spike that we had out here, of course, was the open this morning. Then it goes sideways for a bit. Then at 10:50, you spiked higher with some volume. You go sideways again, and then each and every spike has lighter volume. And, you know, the last spike that we had, not the last spike, we did one at 12.20. We just did one at 14.20, and 14.20 at 24,000 contracts. Well, the bottom line is that it should have been running somewhere around 56,000 contracts. Now, what that is all about is to see how many more stops you have up at those highs. You know, so we'll see where this shakes out as we come into the close out here today. You take a look at the Dow Industrials, that's the S&P. So you take a look at the Dow Industrials are up $88. We're at 16,927, and any close over the 869, which looks like it's going to be easy to do, would say that 983 will get tested. So that's another $50. And where I'm going with that, that's the higher swing, not even a swing point. But what you do have is that that's 16,983. NASDAQ composite. We take a look at the composite. What we have with the composite, that composite is over its highs, that high being the 4485. Inside the composite, NASDAQ composite, what you're going to have right now at 1.1 billion, which is anemic, we'll probably end up with 1.5. If you take a look at the three Qs, the NDX 100, right now, this is it. You get 16 million shares. Yesterday you had 38 million. The day prior to that, 55 million. Your swing point up there had 24 million. So the bottom line is that, yes, you're pushing with price. Volume is nowhere to be seen. And with that, you know, when you get to higher price and you still have no volume, you can go higher. That's the reality. When it's this anemic, meaning it contracts so dramatically, and you already have come downtown with volume, we're going to be right back downtown with volume. Gold market. So let's take a look at gold. Now, what's in gold today, folks, okay, is really holding up well. Gold market, you have 71,000 contracts out here. We are at a 1296.10. Now, the low of last Friday was 1293. We've hit 1294.70. It would be really nice to see it actually, if you're a gold bull, to see it hit that level, reject that level, because what we did is that we came down with force. As we come down with force, however, most of the equities inside the gold market did not break their swing lows. That sets up that they want to go to their highs. The contract itself, meaning this gold contract today, is really powerful in the aspect that if we go over to the dollar index right now, you're going to see this dollar not only wants higher price, this is major for the dollar. The dollar goes topside, wide price spread, accelerated volume. You get an ABC structure in the way up. Your A point on this dollar index is 79.77. Your B point is 81.77, so you get $2. Your C point is 81.46, so that's going to bring you to 83.46. But you'll see when we take a look at this on a continuous contract, the next step up for the dollar is the swing highs that were generated out here in July of 2013, and that's 84.96. That's where this baby wants to run to. So when you have a dollar that's moving that powerful on the way up and gold doesn't get croaked, that's telling me that at this particular point, what gold is doing is that it's acting as a currency, and it doesn't take a lot of buying across the world, folks, to keep gold up. And I suspect that's a political deal, meaning not so much a monetary deal. That is that what has happened is that the fear in the world out here, right here today, in different countries, you could say that, okay, they're swapping their money out for gold and they're holding that physical price up. What was really impressive is this. If you go over to Royal Gold and take a look at Royal Gold, when gold got smacked on Friday, Royal Gold would not give it up. Royal Gold, bottom line, makes money. It's a royalty company. Their whole business is predicated on the price of gold. Okay, and the gross price of gold. That's what it's predicated on. They only have 20 employees. It's quite a business plan. You get 20 employees, and they're basically they are taking in $237 million a year. Royal Gold itself backed off slightly. It refuses to get lower, and Royal Gold is going after its highs. Period. Okay, and the highs that it's going after is 100.84. Now, the low of that month, which is October of 2012, is 84.50. Right now, we're at 79.89. It has lighter volume on the way up, and it very well can just be a test. But if you are in the physical equity gold market, I suspect that Royal Gold is going to be the savior out here, and the metal is going to be the savior. Because right now, it's a heads-up call, particularly because the dollar wants to run so high. But Royal Gold, the gold contract itself, the way the dollar is trading is saying that, guess what? They both want to go higher. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. We've just launched one of our best Tiger Dollar sales ever. Right now, you can get a 40% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase through Sunday, August 24th. That's right, a 40% bonus. If you're a current subscriber, then this might be the easiest 40% you can make all year. And if you're thinking about subscribing, then get your Tiger Dollars now with a 40% bonus. They never expire and can be used for any TFNN product or service. For all the details, visit TFNN.com and lock in your 40% Tiger Dollar bonus today. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials up 85, Nasdaq up 19, S&Ps are up 11.5. You got Big Blue up 55 cents. Exxon Mobil can't seem to get any traction. It's up 5 cents. You get DuPont up 38. And right now, let's go to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Basil has an outstanding show right here at TFNN, folks, every day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Now, don't forget, at TFNN, folks, we broadcast 10 hours of live content every trading day. We start at 8 o'clock in the morning, we go to 6 o'clock at night. We do replay that. You can get all that programming right on your cell phone at TFNN.MOBI. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, just go to TFNN.com in your browser. You'll see the TV on the right-hand side. You can hit it and get Tiger TV along with it. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. You having a good day out there?
Very good. Thank you.
Cool, man. So let's see. What do we get? We're looking at the Dow, right?
We're looking at the Dow, yes. And if you remember, what I'd spoken to you about was the parallel, what I call a left side, right side price time match. And I was looking for a low on the 7th of August at the 16,341 low that was made in May the 20th. So what happened is that the Dow actually on that day didn't look like it, but by the end of the day, it suddenly had a turn down, went down to 16,333, then started a very big move up, stopped at the 9-period moving average, that's that maroon line. And the real question I had was, is this a move that matches in some way the takeoff from May that should go to a peak A, B, C? The objective in the Chapman wave is always to try to identify the lowest, most obvious low bar and merely count each successively higher peak. Well, in this particular instance, not only did it go to peak A, it didn't really match the pattern that had very small candles all the way through May into June, and only about June the 6th or so did you get an explosion to the upside with very big candles. What we've done here is that from that 9-period moving average, and my subscribers, we had been short, so we've had to cover our short positions. Thank goodness we made some money, but what I did is we went long some stocks to be able to have the coordinate of short and long positions. So we've taken the shorts off. We've got long positions, and this candle, first of all, yesterday's candle was really very big, and it challenged the very ugly candle of the 31st of July. Remember, we're down over 300 points in the Dow.
Yes.
So what we've done today is we've gone above that, and now I have no choice but to say this really looks like it's a leg B, and there should be another leg C and a higher leg D to come. So I have to go from a buy signal and say everything here looks like it needs to be called.
Is that a daily? So you're saying this on a daily?
This is a daily chart,
okay.
Yes. Now, interestingly enough, the weekly chart still looks kind of weak, W-E-A-K, but this daily chart, I mean, there's just no question. These are really good candles, and we can look at volume, we can look at anything we want. These are big candles, and I like to say that price determines a trend, and it's good if the technicals can confirm, but sometimes price is the arbiter of the trend. In this case, these are big candles. So I have to consider that going into this candle here, the one on the 30th, with a high of 16,983. This is actually a report that I've started writing for my subscribers that I do every day on the Dow, as well as most of the other indices. I'm suggesting that the 16,970 to 16,990s will offer the first really big resistance that we're coming to. And the very big question, of course, is as long as the NASDAQ, the QQQ series, can move higher and lead, will that create support for the indices that are lagging like the IWM and the Dow? And as far as I'm concerned, until I get a really good sell signal, which I haven't yet got in the QQQ series, I have to say that the weight of evidence says that we should go higher. And the interesting factor here is that, I'm just going to put this up for one moment, is that the VIX index has given back a huge chunk of the big gain that it made just 3 days ago. 3 days ago, it was trading during Friday, during that session when there was the news about Ukraine and Russia. The VIX spiked up to 11.94. Now, down up to 1494. Right now it's down to 1213. Now what's interesting is that the VIX has not yet taken out the 1189 low of Friday. So it's holding fairly well when you consider what's going on. But looking at, I talk about my Dow Quartet index that I make up. Might not have the stocks, but I use them as kind of a benchmark. So GE has rallied from 24.75 to just over 26, but it's leg D. It's really struggling. It's not leading. IBM also has had a rally, but it's not a very big rally. Triple M has been a leader almost all the way, certainly in the monthly chart. That is doing very nicely. And UTX had a fabulous move yesterday, a nice move today. But when you look at the weekly and the monthly charts, this is very poor action, actually. So it's still a mixed market. It's still a very specific market. And so one of our stocks that we have in my opening call for subscribers is Facebook. And Facebook looks to me like it's making this cup formation. And within a couple of days, it should test the 76.74 all-time high, probably go just a tad above it, which should start leg D in the weekly and extend the leg D in the monthly. And then I think what we will have is we will be seeing most of the indices and most of the stocks that have been leading at this particular point getting to a stage where we could start to see another pullback. So I'm suspecting that by week's end, by maybe Friday, it could turn out to be early next week, we should start to see some softening in the market. But at this particular point, I want to be holding longs, haven't yet got back into the shorts, and we probably will get into the shorts maybe towards the end of the week.
And listen, folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to trading newsletters. You can see the opening call right there. You can test drive Basil's newsletter 2 weeks absolutely free. And, of course, don't forget, every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you can get Basil. He'll answer all your questions. Just go right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. Basil, you have a great one, a safe one. Hey, listen, what's the weather like in Boston right now?
Oh, this is very beautiful. I must say, I prefer it warmer, but it's beautiful weather.
Have you got the first break, meaning a little cool?
It started to cool in the last few days. In fact, this has been one of the coolest summers we've had because we haven't had that intense humidity. It's very surprising. It's been very mild.
Yeah, and you already get the break. Interesting. Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, man. You have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
Thank you. 877-927-6648. Then if you're worrying about the real estate business, folks, you don't have to. Home Depot, up 497. Home Depot, folks, is a monster ABC structure on the way up. And, it's a good one, too. And you talk about if you want to see straight line moves, folks, Home Depot went straight from $28 on August of 2011. It goes sideways for a year, breaks out today with wide price spread, accelerated volume, and bottom line, hold on for the run on that baby. It's going to be interesting. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow is up 84, Nasdaq's up 19, S&P's are up 11.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, as you're over at our website at TFNN.com, what you're going to see right on the front page is the Tiger Dollar Sale. The Tiger Dollar Sale, folks, we do this a few times a year. In this particular case, it's good this week. And the way that it works is that if you want to make 40% on your money, it's one of the quickest ways to do that. We match 40%. So to give you an idea of how that works, if you buy $500 worth of Tiger Dollars, you get $700. If you buy 1,000, you get 1,400. If you buy 2,000, you get 2,800. So the minimum is 500. The max is 2,000. It's good for all products at TFNN, no expiration, and they are transferable. If you want to take advantage of it, it's good this week only, right on the front page of TFNN. If you do have subscriptions right now, it totally makes sense. If you're thinking of getting subscriptions in the future, it's something you want to take a look at. After the... Okay, so check this out. If we go over to the XLE. Now, the XLE, folks, has absolutely no juice whatsoever. It's pretty wild watching this. With the Dow bouncing back, market bouncing back in general, the XLE, we're still at 97.43. That just can't seem to get up and over the swing point of 97.57. You're doing 5 million shares out here versus 11 million. The largest component weighting structure-wise inside the XLE is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is setting its next leg down. We went from 104 down to 98. You're at 99. Couldn't hold price today. And you had lighter volume today. That's a monster ABC down that was taken into the 93 area. Something else you want to take a look at. Financials. The XLF. What is the XLF doing? Same type of setup. You come off the high with volume. We did 2306. That was the high generated on the 24th of July. You come down to 22. Monster volume on the way down. You've come up, you've tested the high of that today, and it can't hold it. We are at 2287, and it got closing to 2278 would absolutely be a nice failure on price, on volume. And what that would set up is that 2119 area. So it's just those two sectors themselves. It's interesting in the context of where this market wants to go. Yes, the testing has been over and over and over again. Light volume over and over and over again. Bottom line, is this the high? Well, we're going to find out real quickly. But when I set this up, if we put this on a weekly, I'm going to show you something here. You put this on a weekly basis, and if you are looking at trends and how they like to break, bottom line, this is just about a classic. And what the classic would be, channel lines this is, the classic would be when you broke down with the S&P, the SPY went from 198 to 191, had the volume on the break. You go back up and test the higher end of that trend line. Now, the higher end of that trend line can get a lot higher. We're at 198.40. The top of that is 200.21. We'll see whether it gets there. But if you do have the out of time in the trade, you know that what is amazing is that not only the swing points, but the channel lines, how you test the channel line is telling you, do you have strength in the move or weakness in the move? In this particular case, it's showing we have weakness in an extraordinary way. So we'll see where this baby shakes out in the next few days. Some of the high volume stocks in a dramatically low volume market. Apple, well, let's go to Apple for a second, because Apple is trying to get into that high, and I think it's 100.72. Yeah, it's 100.72. Right now, we're at 100.54. We hit 100.68. Now, that baby is going to get tested. Be nice if it got tested today. We'll see whether it gets, it'll probably get into that level tomorrow. And with an Apple, folks, you can expect that to get spiked. But you get that spiked, what a spike specifically is, it comes into it, it will run a 3/4 of a point, 1.5, gives it up on the other side, and if that's what you get with Apple, it's just real possible that that's what the NDX 100 is waiting for, because we're certainly at highs on the NDX, but you're talking about anemic. I mean anemic type of volume. You get 17 million shares out here today. They're just pushing these babies out, and it's ring around the rosy, and who's going to have the last chair? And in this particular case, there's no doubt each one of these downdrafts that have been bought, people have made money. Gold, as we said a little bit earlier, the gold contract itself is holding really well, folks. In the aspect of how this dollar is trading. And I expect what you're going to see is that the dollar move will more than likely be one of the other pressures that are going to be on the market. That's when this comes down to. Because it's a clean break topside today, and it's a decent break. We go take a look at the euro. What you have with the euro, it's a clean break downtown. The euro has gone straight down from 137. We're at 133. If you do take the euro, we bring this back, what you're going to see is the next stop for the euro is the, yeah, you get 132.96. But I expect what you're actually going to see on a 127. You know, and if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, folks, it's a great time to go over there. Go over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top and the side. You can bring up the account. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account so you can see how these contracts trade. You can listen to Daryl Martin each and every day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time here, because what you're going to see, these currency moves, particularly if you're trading the Nadex product, it's just a dynamite product because your trade is your stop, number one. But what you do have inside the currencies, we have had large moves inside the currencies, and you do not need a huge amount of ticks. And what you do, what the currencies like to do is really trend, okay? And right in this particular case, this dollar wants to trend a lot higher. The euro wants to trend a lot lower. The bond market continues to go up in an extraordinary way. You have the 10-year right now is at let's call it 2.4. It's 2.399. What that's going to do is that's going to bring the 30-year mortgage down to about 3.9 or 4. And the housing market out here today, you had Home Depot break topside. Let's see when Lowe's is coming out. All of these, so Lowe's is up $1.27 right now. She has volume behind the move. And if you want to see, it's pretty amazing, actually, because Lowe's had a high volume high at 51.28, pulls all the way back to 44, goes topside again, and is going after that 51.28 today. You know, it's going to need, let me pull this and do this in a, and Lowe's are going to be coming out with their earnings in the morning, and this looks like it's going to be another ABC structure on the way up, you know. And all of them, they're all going. You get Mohawk Carpet. Something to, you know, one of the Tigers in the Den said they were having a hard time believing that how Mohawk Industries is moving. Something that you want to wrap your head around here. Mohawk Industries was always known for its carpet. But what they have, folks, is in an incredible way, they have a huge hardwood business. You know, our fund buys a huge amount of hardwood off them. What we've found is that it's the least expensive that we can get in a huge way, not in a small way. Now, we're dealing with a wholesaler, but we're talking about 5/8 hardwood, pure hardwood, at a very good price. So they're moving lots of product, and it's a lot more than carpet. That's my point more than anything. I was surprised myself when we started dealing with them. It's like, oh, man, I didn't realize that Mohawk was one of the largest wood dealers in the world. And, you know, it's you know, for large builders, for small builders, you know, we're doing a huge amount of places over. And, you know, on a lot of them we put in hardwood. What ends up happening is that the cost, I'll tell you exactly what the cost savings is. We pay $4.29 for 5/8 hardwood. That's gorgeous, okay? It's almost unheard of. And they drop ship it right from Georgia. That's how this works. You know, so there's, you know, and worse, raindrop in the aspect of, I'm sure what some of their orders are, but I know what those bills are, and those bills are a lot, but yet it's half price of what we are going, or someone else was going in to buy it for, at least half price, you know. So I suspect they're pushing it out, and they're pushing out in a big way. Well, we have, after the close out here today, we're going to have Lazy Boy come out with numbers. Where is she? And then the morning you get quite a bit. You get American Eagle, you got Hanes Celestial, Lowe's companies, PetSmart, Staples, Target, Hewitt Packard, and, of course, the big one here, not that they're coming out, the big one, though, is how is Apple going to handle that high that it's going after right now. Because what you do have is that inside the Index 100, Apple is still a large weighting. There's no two ways about that. You know, the S&P futures themselves were at 1978. We've hit 1979. As I said earlier in the program, those couple spikes. This is just those spikes that go like that. This is a long-term high, folks. You stay right there. We'll come right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials right now up 79. Nasdaq's up 19. S&Ps are up 11.5. Gold is holding only down 260. Let's go over to that oil market. CLU. Let me pull this baby up and see what we have happening here. And, of course, we're going to have our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, on the next hour. Andy's got a great show about commodities every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Right now, the crude oil market is off $1.55. We're trading at $94.92. And we get some juice. Oh, this is a beautiful thing, folks. Check this out. Okay, so we're down $1.49. Yeah, this is good. So check this out. So we hit a low today of 94.27. We're at 94.92. Our close under 94.31. This sets up a monster. It sets up an 85 gold. I mean, oil. Let me pull this back a bit. CL1. I put a continuous contract on here. This is intense. This is going to be a big tax break for all of us in a huge way. It's particularly going to be a great tax break for folks that, you know, are struggling week to week just to basically make their bills and get to work. Because this is one of the things that work-wise, you know, you have to get gas to get there. Okay, so we're at 94.92. This is going to go after the 91.24 area. And you break that area, and there's going to be real action. Because you break that area down to $77. Let me see this thing. This is interesting. This is wild. So, in fact, we might have. So check this out. What we've done is this. We've actually broke the channel line that starts out at 77.56. So, you know, that's game on at that particular point. You know, we'll see how it develops at this 91.24 area, which is down quite a bit. But the way this is set up right now, there's not much that can hold it. You know, you'll have there's a slight support at this 92.72, which is $2 down from here, and then you have 86. You know, and then forget it, man. Then you're talking some real numbers because we get down to this. Area of 74. Let me put this back a little bit further. This is going to get intriguing. Okay, I'm going to put this back on a monthly. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. So on a monthly, check this out. On a monthly, we've had actually 3 lower highs since April of 2011. Now what you're going to do is that it's going to try to get to a lower low. We haven't got to a lower low since August of 11. So the first high was May of 11. You get down to August, and you've been in this consolidation since that point. In fact, you know, we had a couple calls about a triangle last week, and I'm not sure whether that was the broad market or what it was. But this is really intriguing. So this is what it is. This is breaking down right before it gets to the end of the triangle. And it's going to be a close call on this because what you do have is this. I'd like to see it even closer than this, meaning that it would be out to like December. But it wants to break it right now. And it's breaking it with some conviction. What is happening? So that's the physical market. Inside the equity market, the XLE absolutely cannot get out of its way. If we take a look at the stocks in the XLE, if ExxonMobil is up a penny, Chevron's up $1.30. Schlumberger is 123. Oxy is 122. CVX, if we go over there, these equities are already come back down with volume. And what has happened is that the counter trend bounces have lighter volume, and they look like very large ABC structures on the way down. That's where they're set up right now. We go back over to the E-minis coming into the close out here. And what you're going to be looking for coming into this close, if in fact it's not going to be able to hold price, is you're going to be looking for a couple larger sells in the marketplace. The high that we've had thus far, if we go over to the SPY, the SPY for a second, the low of the high is, it's at 198.45. We're 51 million shares right now. We're not going to do the amount of volume because it's 56 million. So you close on that 198.45, that would be a failure. That's how this shakes out. This is going to be really intriguing watching this shake out because the subtlety inside of this right now is that, hey, it should hit it. But I've seen it so many times that it likes to hit the lows of the highs. And I know volume-wise, this is very hard to do, meaning that when I was looking at the high when we were, basically down at the 192 mark, I was saying, oh, man, if this goes for the high, it's going to be very easy to break that high. The reason being, you're talking about a high with only 56 million shares, folks. That's nothing, okay? You got to remember something. We came down on 183 million shares and 189 million shares. So it shouldn't have a hard time breaking 56 million. Well, guess what it is? We're only at 51 million right now, and that's distribution. And we've been on this distribution for quite a while. But we'll see where this baby shakes out. So that's one level. A lower level, 198.45. No, see, that lines up too. That's interesting. You know what is interesting here? The beginning of the downdraft, which was on July 29th, also lines up at 198.45. That correlation would be 52, 53 million going into 80 million. So that's the number. The next lower number that would get you, get me even more bearish would be 190 high, 197.91. I'd have to give up quite a bit. But if you did give that up in the next few minutes, and what that number is, that was July 30th when we went from 197 to 196, and we did 104 million shares. Because what you would have there is that would be a test with 50% lighter volume. So as we come into this close, we'll see where this does shake out. The strength, if we go back to, if you want to see large ABC structures on the way down, United Technologies, that basically are going down 15%. That went from 120 straight down to 102. You want a counter trend bounce to 108? I think you can get to 109.11. That's a monster ABC structure on the way down. American Express, you take a look at American Express, huge. American Express, folks, traded at 88. It wants to blow away 83. American Express came off the high of 96. Monster volume, no traction behind the volume. These financials are basically saying they want lower price. They haven't been able to hold today. And, in the context of the amount that we're actually up today, it's not that much. The Dow is up 0.5%, S&Ps are up 0.5%, and the Nasdaq's up 0.4. What you do have, though, of course, 0.4 of a large number is a large number. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now is up 77, Nasdaq up 18, S&Ps are up 11. We're going to be right back.